Hello, everyone. Okay, so this is dedicated to one of my viewers who's been asking me to make some squash, which is fairly simple, but I'll show you guys how I do it. Alright, so I've already started cutting my squash. Alright, we just cutting it in this little pan.
Squash cuts really easy, doesn't it?
It does. I hope this video is meeting everyone in great health. I know we haven't been filming or doing much lives lately, but hey, we're getting some things together ourselves. And when we get back on camera, guys, it's going to be a big surprise. Anyway. Alright, so look, let me talk about what squash is good for. High blood pressure. That's why I eat it. My husband used to couldn't eat this, but now due to the stress level,
the stress in our lives,
he needs it.
I could eat squash every day.
This is yellow squash, obviously, right? But there are different squash out there, right? It's the green squash, which you call it like what? Zucchini.
So zucchini and squash are the same?
They're in, look, they're in the squash family. I don't know what the family, what type of vegetable, guys. If you know what type of vegetable this is, please let us know what family it's in.
Okay, so there's zucchini and then there's squash, right?
Yeah.
Zucchini is similar to squash, or
yeah.
Okay.
See, this what makes it the same, or kind of sort of. See the seeds, and this is a water vegetable. So don't you hate when you have water vegetables, right? You know, water vegetables is like cabbage, and you cook the cabbage and then it just fades out. Like you put a whole thing in there. Like this looks like this pan is going to be full, right? Once I start cooking this, it's going to melt down. And obviously it's not squash season. This was $1.99 a pound at my local grocery store. It's not expensive, y'all.
It's gonna like melt down to like half this pot, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a quarter of this pot. Look at all that squash, guys. But it's about to be like a quarter of this pot. Look how full it is.
Yeah. So, you know, unfortunately I'm gonna have to probably change this pot. Hold on, I'm gonna let Andrew talk to you guys.
Okay.
For a second while I find my other pot.
Okay, as Jenna was saying, squash is excellent for blood pressure. When I used to eat it, because my blood pressure was constantly low, my blood pressure used to stay low, like around 117 over 70. I had awesome blood pressure. Now that my blood pressure has increased due to stress and you know, just things going on. And age. You had to put the age out there.
Stress.
I can actually handle the squash. Now look at that squash.
Okay, guys. So this is how I season up, because the seasoning is half the battle. First and foremost, anybody who watches me in my kitchen, you know I put onions in it. Some people put potato in it as well. I won't be doing that during this video. However, that is a nice way to jazz this up, because this is a water vegetable. This is not something you can eat by itself. You're gonna have to have some type of starch or carb with this, because all of this stuff in here is gonna help your blood sugar and blood pressure decline, which for some of us is awesome. So this is a white onion that I placed in there. I am going to put a little bit, instead of butter, guys, for the sake of this video, we're going to do grapeseed oil. Now, if this camera wasn't on, you know what, forget that. I'm going to put some butter in here, too.
Is it organic, Jenna? Huh?
What's organic?
The butter. Is it at least organic? Say it ain't so.
It's organic if you want it to be.
Okay.
But the way our lives have been set up, I went right to Sam's Club. Y'all know how they got their butter? They got the unsalted sweet butter, and they got the salted sweet butter. This is the salted sweet butter. Sorry. This is almost vegan.
It is.
Almost vegan. It's just that. Almost vegan.
Vegan almost.
Or vegan almost. Okay. So we put 2. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a tablespoon, teaspoon, cup. I don't know. But I put 2 squares of butter in there. We're also going to go ahead.
We just eyeball it.
And we're going to put, I'll say about a capful. Gotta be very easy.
Don't spill it.
Okay. So we did about a capful. And what I'm going to do for the sake of this video, I'm just going to drizzle it all over here just so y'all can kind of get your palates ready for this meal. But if this camera wasn't on, I would have just poured it. Boom. Alright, let's get into the fun part. I don't put a lot of seasonings on my vegetables. I do put a little bit of Italian seasoning from McCormick. For the sake of this video, I'm going to put a little bit in my hand, my pre-washed hands, and we're just going to sprinkle it on there. Isn't that pretty?
I saw you wash your hands earlier.
Yes. You know, one thing about cooking is visual. Just that in and of itself. See how the seasonings just went over the butter? And this is just Italian seasonings, y'all. Alright, so we're also going to put some salt in. Salt to your liking. This is a water vegetable. So you have to put salt in it. And this is not just a water vegetable, it's a water vegetable that is going to help your blood pressure go down. So you don't want it to go so far down where you have no energy. So we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to put some salt in my hand.
Okay.
And we're just going to sprinkle that. You probably can't see jack, but it's okay. Because
yeah, I didn't catch the amount of salt. So guys, be careful with the amount of salt.
And I use sea salt. Yeah, be careful, y'all. I don't use salt with iodine in it. I don't use the Morton's.
You know, they actually say it's good for you because the iodine makes it a complete nutrient. But
well, sea salt has iodine in it.
Oh, it does?
Naturally.
Oh, okay.
You can Google it, y'all. I don't know it. I'm a little rusty on my info. But just Google it. So I just went on and just shook that.
Some people can't handle the iodine. It gives them a headache.
Yeah.
So it just depends on the person.
So what I would do is I would put a little water in here due to the fact that it is water already. The heat is going to take the water out of the vegetable and you can go ahead and start sauteing that up and things of that nature. Put it on a low heat, put a top over it. If you want to get jazzy with it, you can also put a little bit of turkey bacon in here if you'd like, just to give it a little more pizzazz. Okay, so we cut our onion. Let's see. Oh, I forgot the seasoning. Black pepper. I love color. I love color. So we're going to put a little peppercorn in here. Don't know why, but I'm just going to do it.
Awesome.
For the color, for the flavor. Okay. We're also going to put a little black pepper. From, is this McCormick? McCormick. Shake it in your hand first. Never shake from the bottle because sometimes you'll over season it. I can tell you this right now, more than likely that was not enough salt. So I will be putting a little more salt on there. And you really won't know how good you've seasoned it until it starts cooking, and of course you can do the taste test, okay? So look at that salt right here. That's not a lot, and we're just going to sprinkle that on. One thing I do, because I'm almost vegan, or vegan almost, whatever you want to say, is I try to have a lot of vegetables per day. I still have to have a little meat because I'm iron deficient. And when you're over 35 years old and then you hit 40, things you used to do when you're younger you really can't do. And I have a very active life, but I try to have a lot of vegetables in my diet on a daily basis. So this is a new vegetable that we're having tonight. We're probably going to have some chicken with it along with some rice. Guys, I hope this reaches you in great health. If it doesn't, start eating healthy, get in your kitchen, and work on getting yourself better. We will be back soon with a great video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.